Last night, something happened that could potentially change the balance of global power. At exactly 11:47 p.m. Eastern Time, Iran's newly installed supreme leader delivered a message that was broadcast across the entire country and aimed directly at Washington. The speech lasted only 12 minutes, but it carried a warning that immediately captured the attention of governments around the world. The most surprising part is that hours after the speech, the United States had still issued no public response. Behind the scenes, however, reports suggest emergency meetings were taking place among top American military and national security officials. This moment comes after a dramatic escalation just days earlier, when the United States and Israel launched a large military operation targeting Iran's nuclear infrastructure. The objective of the operation was to weaken Iran's capabilities and pressure the country into abandoning its nuclear ambitions. But the plan did not unfold as expected. Instead of creating instability inside Iran, the country's leadership reorganized quickly, and a new supreme leader was installed by powerful military factions. Rather than collapsing, Iran appeared more unified and determined to resist foreign pressure. During his speech, the new leader outlined three major demands directed at the United States. First, he demanded that American military forces begin withdrawing from several Middle Eastern countries within 30 days. Second, he called for the removal of all economic sanctions imposed on Iran since 1979 within 60 days. Third, he demanded financial reparations for decades of economic pressure, claiming that sanctions had caused massive economic losses for the country. These demands alone were dramatic, but what truly shocked analysts was the warning that followed. Iran suggested that if these conditions were not met, it could take steps that would dramatically escalate the crisis, including actions that might disrupt shipping through the Strait of Hormuz, one of the most important oil routes in the world. Nearly 1/5 of the world's oil supply passes through that narrow waterway, meaning any disruption could immediately affect global energy prices and the world economy. International reactions came quickly. China issued a statement expressing support for Iran's right to defend its sovereignty, while Russia released a similar message soon after. Financial markets also reacted sharply. Oil prices surged, stock markets showed signs of instability, and investors rushed toward traditional safe assets like gold. Inside Washington, reports suggest senior officials were debating how to respond. A leaked military assessment reportedly warned that a full-scale war with Iran could require a massive ground invasion and years of conflict, something that would be extremely costly and politically difficult to sustain. Because of this, leaders now face a difficult choice: accept negotiations and risk appearing weak, or reject the demands and risk further escalation. At this moment, the world is watching closely. The next 72 hours could determine whether this crisis becomes a diplomatic confrontation or grows into a much larger conflict that reshapes the balance of power in the Middle East. Whatever happens next, one thing is clear: the situation has entered a critical moment, and the decisions made now could influence global politics for years to come.